How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right. This is my first time being in this setting, and sometimes I get a little nervous. So I like to do something called call and response. It's something we do in the community. So when I say something, I holler at you and you holler back. Can y'all do that?
Yeah.
So when I say can we, can you say live? Can we?
Yeah.
When I say can we, can you say live? Can we?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody is doing up here on this stage. We just try, and here in this room, we trying to live and we live our best life. We cannot do that without clean air, water, and land. We shouldn't have to beg. We should not have to beg for the basics. But we find ourselves internationally doing the same. We find ourselves internationally doing the same. My name is Arieann Harrison. I'm the Executive Director of Marie Harrison Community Foundation for Social and Environmental Justice. I'm a 6th generational resident of Bayview, Hunters Point, District 10. Part of our story is that it's a part of redlining, it's a part of racism, and it's a part of being isolated to the southeast sector of San Francisco. My family migrated from the south to District 10 for work, to work with the military, okay? A part of that story is that when we thought we were going to be having upward mobility, and then we fell into a housing crisis, which is a part of our story too, because our city in San Francisco, yes, San Francisco was so segregated, that they put us in District 10, and they left us with no upward mobility, no equity, and also it became an institutionalized place where industry was on top of housing. We got several factories. We collect over 80% of San Francisco's body waste. We have a Superfund site that has radioactivity that they said that has a life expectancy of 16,000 years. 16,000 years of radioactive and chemical exposure. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and my mother before me was a mother, and she was a grandmother, and my mother before her was a mother and a grandmother. We have 80 percentile of respiratory lung disease, asthma, amongst youth and adults in all of San Francisco. We also have the highest concentration cancer clusters out of that whole city in District 10. There are young ladies that are developing breast cancer at the age of 19. Ladies, you know that when they ask us to do a breast exam, you're almost 40 years old, correct? They don't even want to take a look at you, right? So, and what we're told is that Black people, because we're the ones saying, hey, my family is dying, we need help. We're sick. Oh, there's nothing here, we're taking care of all the health needs and there's just nothing to see here. Meanwhile, our people are dying, preservation of life. Everybody that comes from the earth must return one day, right? But not prematurely. The children and the baby mortality rate is astronomical. We have several different places of exposure. It's like it's a part of what we call the circle of. It's like a sacrifice zone. We know there's plenty of sacrifice zones across this nation. But the thing is, what are we going to do about it? Number one, I think that some of the strategies that we have done independently, our work in consensus with government-affiliated agencies, yes, I do. I've convinced them to come from behind their desk and check in a box to actually come into the community to see what's going on. Because it's obvious to us that they ain't never been in the community. There's also a lack of oversight and accountability when it comes to government-affiliated agencies that are protective agencies. That's everybody's story, right? Like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us. They don't really care about us. I've tried to be a good studier of the machine, see how it operates, so we have to disrupt it, change it, redirect, or tear it down. Sometimes we gotta tear it down. The system is not made for everybody, right? Matter of fact, I think it only benefits 1% of the whole nation. It's time for poor people to understand that they need to stop voting against their best interests, and we need to come together collectively and stand on business in order to have the desired outcomes. It's easy to dismiss or forget about a portion of a city where poor people live because they're not like us, right? We don't have nothing to do with that over there, but San Francisco, known as the do-it-first city and the leaders on climate justice, we have to mean that, and we have to make them stand on that by taking care of the business of the people that's been happening for decades in District 10. Thank you very much. My name is Arieann Harrison. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Arieann.